What up, gang? We're back with a new setting. If you hear construction in the background, it's because construction is happening in the background. And so today's video will be about this show that's like Toronto made called Virgins, and it is directed and written by let me make sure I'm pronouncing her name correctly. Yeah, her name is Aden Abebe, and she has written and directed this show. It's about 4 East African women who are navigating their mid to late 20s, kind of 20-somethings, navigating their life and their careers, their personal life, their like romantic life and everything like that. There is like a Muslim character, there's like a Christian character, and like it's like a mix of like 4 personalities, like East African women that are like navigating their life in Toronto. It's quite funny. Like, it's on CBC Gem, available to watch for free, by the way, in case you're interested. I highly recommend you guys watch it. It's like 10 episodes. Each episode ranges from like 9 minutes to 14 minutes, I think. And so basically, like, it's like every episode like focuses on like the issues that they're going through. And so it's quite funny because one of the people, one of the girls, her name is Amina, I believe, she's kind of like an aspiring actor, but she's also somebody like, she's an aspiring actor, but she's like in kind of, she doesn't want to admit to it, kind of, in order for her to take it seriously enough. Like, she's kind of willing to take on like the more boring roles in her life in order to just like thing, and her mom is not that supportive of her acting role. And so there's like a moment where like she goes like, oh yeah, like I'm not, I'm kind of an actor, yeah, but I don't know how long it's gonna go. Like, she says something along those lines, and it's really funny because like I felt like I could relate, because oftentimes, like, whether you're in the creatives or whatever you're doing, you kind of say that you're gonna like work towards a role, or you're gonna work towards a project, and then like you never do. AKA me working on this YouTube channel. I'm like, yeah, I'm like gonna be a YouTuber, and like disappears for 4 years. Babe, that's not how it works. You gotta put in the work. So I related to her in that way, and it was just really funny, to be honest. Like, the first episode kind of gave me a little bit of Insecure vibes, where Issa Rae kind of like, and Amina is actually the one who has that sequence with her kind of like talking to herself, like with 3 versions of herself while she's working at this sex worker position, which is not even like a sex worker position. It's just like about raising awareness for safe sex and everything like that at this college place. And so it was quite funny to kind of see that setting. A relationship I really liked in this was Delina and her mom and her brother. Basically, like, they show like, and this is kind of like in the background, it goes on through all episodes, which basically her brother is kind of like, he smokes weed, and like, like he's underage as well, so he's kind of like smoking it very often, and that's like a problem. He leaves home and sometimes doesn't come home late till very late. And then I like how like she directed it in a way that it's not very obvious, but it's something that like the viewer understands as they go on. And I also enjoy the relationship like the mom has with Delina, because like you can see that like they understand each other, but like the way her mom's attitude is, it's very like immigrant mom, where like you're aware of the problem, but you still like brush it over, like, oh, it's gonna be fine, it's not a problem. It's kind of like you're kind of in the state of delusion for the sake of like survival, and like I feel like they showed that in a very beautiful way, so I do appreciate that. There's a scene where Amina is going for a table read for an audition that she booked, or like a role that she booked, and like the director or writer there says that she's like saying the parts of the role, and obviously she's being cast as somebody very stereotypical, but like this is something that doesn't sit well with Amina. And then she says in a scene, the dude who is like the director on the table says, after she reads her lines, she says, "We want a little less Yorkville and a little bit more Scarborough." And like I literally died, because like I was like, this is so inappropriate, but like so rude, but also so funny. And it's true, like how they showed, like, you know, all these like white folks who are writing these series or like whatever, they have this certain like stereotypical version of these like characters, and that's something that Amina was like trying to like break out from anyways. But it's interesting because the show Virgins itself is like this phenomenal like ensemble cast of people who are like literally doing that exact thing to kind of break away from stereotypes of their characters. And like there's somebody from Eritrea, from Somalia, from Sudan, and so it's really cool to see all of these different multifaceted characters come to life on screen. Another angle that I really enjoyed was what's that girl, Sarah, like her kind of relationship where she's kind of like, you know, doing her thing, but she's also like going through and telling her girlfriends that, oh, our relationship is really good and everything like that. I don't want to spoil too much without any giving away everything, but like basically like go watch the show. It's super short, it's like 10 episodes long, and like you can watch it in a quick binge. And honestly, the director and writer did such a good job. The director also, I believe, was Reem Morsi for some of the episodes, and I just really liked it. Yeah, and point being, go watch the show. It was really good. I'll leave the link in the bio below. And yeah, sorry for my slightly greasy hair. We keep it real here. We keep it real here. Peace. Take care, guys.